Hey guys, it's Ben. I just want to take a second just to give you a 5-minute rundown of Sunday morning in case you missed this Sunday. We talked about a story from Acts chapter 3 where Peter and John were heading up to the temple and they ran across a man who was a crippled beggar. And what we noticed about the story, guys, and something we should learn and recognize in our own lives as Christians, is that while they were on their way to do the religious duty, to meet together, to gather, to worship, to pray, they also did not miss the opportunity to help those in need. They saw this crippled man that was there begging for money. He asked them for money. And Peter told him simply this: gold and silver I don't have, but what I do have I'll give you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk. And then Peter reaches down with his right hand and pulls the man up, and it says instantly he gained power back into his ankles and feet, and he jumped up, began to walk, and they went with them into the temple, walking, jumping, and praising God. And everyone was astonished about what went on. So what can we learn from it? Always make sure you pay attention along the journey, guys. Pay attention to the people that God puts in your life. Pay attention to those who are hurting, those who are struggling, those who are doing well, those who you can learn from, those who you can help, those who can help you. Pay attention, because it's on the journey that we find the learning. It's on the journey that we find the blessings. It's not just the destination. We are striving for something, but along the way, that's where the opportunities for ministry are. So don't miss the opportunities. Pay attention to the journey. The second thing is simply this: that we need to make sure that we give whatever we have. That may be financial, that may be time, that may be with our efforts, that may be encouragement, that may be prayer, that may be something we've learned that we can educate. Give whatever you have. Peter said, I don't have gold or silver, but what I do have, I'll give you. And he gives him Jesus Christ. And that's something we need to be doing as well. Whatever you can give today, give it, and give it gladly and cheerfully. Last but not least, we need to love and make that love authentic. Okay? Having authentic love means that we don't just say something or we don't just encourage, but we live it out. Peter doesn't just tell him to get up and walk. He reaches his hand down and he helps him. There's a moment in the scenario in the story where the man asks them for money but isn't even looking at them. And Peter and John both look at him and acknowledge that he's there, and then they tell him, look at us. And so they have a conversation with him, and they let him be recognized. They let him know that he matters, that they see him, that they hear him. Because even when he says, give me money, they recognize his request and they don't dismiss it. Peter doesn't say, you don't need money, you need this. But rather he says, I don't have that, but I'll give you what I have. And what Peter had was actually what the man needed. And as Christians, we should know that whatever the world tells you need, it's actually Jesus that you need. So today, guys, as we try to live bold and love loud as a church, we need to recognize as Christians that we need to be like Peter and John, because we used to be the beggar, unable to change our circumstances, but so thankful that Jesus intervened, that Jesus helped us up, that Jesus set us free and made us new in him. Today, why don't you go out and love like Jesus and see what happens? Remember always, guys, live bold, love loud, and let God take care of the rest. Have a great week.